Hey guys, so I've got this 2008 Mercedes over here. It's got a vibration, and I'm going to show you guys how to diagnose that and repair it. So it's a real common problem across quite a few Mercedes models, and usually happens between 2,000 and 4,000 RPM at idle or neutral, and you can definitely feel it while you're driving. But I'm going to show you guys how we check that and what we do to correct it. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is get the car on jack stands, and I usually put a couple under the control arm, and then you want to get a floor jack and set it right under the trans pan and put a piece of plywood or a 2x4 on it, and we're going to snug it up to the pan, but we're not going to jack it up. Alright, so we're going to leave it right there, and I'm going to show you guys what the vibration's like when we fire it up. Alright, so you can feel this vibration and hear it. It's like a rumble right when you crank the car over. Alright, if you look at the tachometer, if you raise the RPM starting right there and all the way up 2,500, it's probably the worst, and it gets a little bit less as you get higher. Alright, so we have this vibration and rumble going on, right? So now what we do is I jack up the transmission pan and take the weight off the trans mount, and what that does is it levels the engine out, and the vibration goes away. And if that's the case, then you have a bad transmission mount, which is actually an inexpensive repair. So let me show you how I jack the engine up. Okay, so I'm going to jack it up and show you how much we're moving the engine. It's a small amount. Alright, I'm not sure if you guys will be able to see that on the camera, but it moved about, let's say, 1/8 of an inch, a little bit more. But we're taking the weight off the trans. Okay, so now, if we rev it up, it's smooth. All the way through the RPM range, there's no rumble sound and there's no vibration. So I'm going to go back under and show you exactly how much I'm jacking up the transmission for us to be able to tell that this is what's going on. Okay, so I'm back here under the car, and this is exactly how much we're moving the trans. Right about there. And that's all we need to know if it's going to be taking away the vibration. And the trans mount is right here in the rear. Another thing is you can feel the vibration in the jack handle. So it's basically getting transmitted from the trans pan to the jack handle now, and not to the car where it was before. So that's basically it, guys. I'll make a video on replacing that trans mount once the customer approves it, but you do have to take both of the engine covers out in order to get to the pan so you can jack it up. And may or may not be the same for all models, but so many Mercedes do this, and a lot of guys don't know what's causing it, and it's a really inexpensive trans mount.